Hi, my name is Jovan Ellis, and today I'm going to discuss the human brain, debunk some myths surrounding the human brain, as well as how these myths affect the classroom setting from both a teacher as well as student perspective. Before we go any further, I would like to discuss some misconceptions about the human brain. One being that there are left as well as right brained people. It is believed that left brain people are more logical and think in more sequential ways, while right brain people are more creative and more imaginative. Even though this may sound intriguing, this is completely false. Humans use their entire brain, both the left and the right, to explain emotions, knowledge, as well as creativity. Next, I would like to discuss the belief that people only use 10% of their brain. Even though this is unclear where this thought came from, it's completely untrue as well. The human brain is the most powerful organ in the human body, containing 100 billion neurons functioning in all activities such as riding a bike, eating, interacting with others, and other daily functions. Stating that humans only use 10% of their brain completely minimizes the capacity as well as the ability of the brain. Now, I would like to discuss how it's believed that students process information based on their learning preference. Some learning preferences include kinetic, where it involves the human body, reading and writing, such as note taking or reading from a textbook, auditory, such as hearing a lesson, as well as visuals, including charts and other visual presentations. The myth where students are more effective when given an instruction based on their learning preference derives mainly from parents wanting lessons and other tasks tailored to a child's learning preference. It's been shown over a couple of studies that a student's learning preference does not increase the results of a certain activity or task. Psychologist Daniel Wilmingham conducted a study on the effectiveness of a student's learning preference. The study involved requiring students to learn objects presented to them in a visual or verbal way. The outcome of the study was that students performed better when presented visual cues. These visual cues help students recall what to do next when they see such objects, as well as what the object may mean. As a result, there was no correlation between a student's learning preference and when a random task was assigned. Not only are there myths regarding students and their learning preference, but there's also myths about how teachers perceive knowledge as well as their understanding of the human brain. The Deca group performed a study highlighting that teachers who knew more about neuroscience also believed in most myths. Apparently, teachers who were enthusiastic about expanding their knowledge of the human brain and mind had more trouble separating fact from fiction. It is greatly important to have the greatest understanding regarding the capacity as well as capability of the human brain. Where more myths are debunked, other than the ones we discussed earlier, the more one could be positively affected as well as developed regarding such things as how they interpret information, perceive certain objects, as well as become a more effective individual. I encourage you to use all 100% of your brain, not just 10%, in all daily activities. Thank you for listening. It was a great pleasure.